Howdy y'all, Jackson here with Thick Jerk Studios, and welcome back to another edition of the Historic College Football Playoff, this one for the 1962 college football season, which was once again a viewer suggestion, so if you have a season in which you'd like to see a college football playoff, just leave it in the comments and I will get to it as soon as possible. Now on to the episode. We'll kick things off in the Orange Bowl as the number 2 Wisconsin Badgers take on the 3rd-ranked Mississippi Rebels. The Badgers would take the early lead in the first as Gary Kroner would nail this field goal from 43 yards out. Late in the quarter though, Glenn Griffin would easily get into the end zone on an option keeper to take the lead for Mississippi. Then midway through the second they'd look to expand that lead as Griffin would look to the end zone and connect with Lou Guy to take a 2-score lead. Partway through the third quarter though, Wisconsin would respond as Ralph Couric would power his way into the end zone. And then a quarter later, they'd find a way to reclaim the lead as Ron Vanderkellen would thread the needle to Pat Richter in the corner of the end zone for 6. And that would end up doing it, as the Badgers would come roaring back in the second half to claim the Orange Bowl victory and a shot at the national title, 17-13. We now head to Dallas, Texas and the Cotton Bowl Classic as the number 1 ranked USC Trojans take on the number 4 Texas Longhorns. And it would be USC that would jump out to the early lead, as midway through the first, Willie Brown would get the ball just over the goal line for the Trojan score. Then later, with the first half coming to a close, they'd look to expand that lead, coming out in a 5-wide empty set and just letting Pete Beathard sling it, which he would, throwing long and connecting with Hal Bedsole for a 2-score Trojan lead. A lead they would hold into the fourth as Ray Poage would push his way into the end zone to break the Texas goose egg. But it would be too little too late as USC comes away with the Cotton Bowl victory and a chance to take on Wisconsin for the 1962 National Championship in the Sugar Bowl, 13-7. Now quickly before we head on to that national title, if you are liking the video or the series as a whole, please leave a like on this video and subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell if you have not already. And once again, if you have a season in which you'd like to see a college football playoff, just leave it in the comments and I will get to it as soon as possible. Now on to that national championship. Hello and welcome to Strawberry Stadium in Hammond, Louisiana for this special edition of the Sugar Bowl, which also doubles as a national championship game, where the number 1 USC Trojans take on the number 2 Wisconsin Badgers. And it would be those number 2 Badgers that would take the early lead, as midway through the first, Couric would muscle his way into the end zone from 2 yards out. Then later in the quarter, Wisconsin would look to take control, fooling the Trojan defense on a play action before looking deep, and connecting with Richter on a diving catch off a batted ball in the end zone to take a 14-0 lead. Midway through the second though, USC would finally respond as Beathard would squeak this option keeper into the end zone to make it an 8-point game, as with this excitement they'd missed the PAT. Early in the third, however, Wisconsin would just about put a dagger in it, and they'd have a long drive and cap it off with this 1-yard Vanderkellen bootleg touchdown run. In the fourth, USC would still have some life though, as they dial up a deep pass, which Beathard would just about put everything he had in, and manage to connect with Bedsole for a 46-yard score. They'd then line up for 2 to make it a 1-score game, but unfortunately Beathard's path would be broken up, just about icing the game. In fact, it would, as Wisconsin would hold on to win the Sugar Bowl National Championship 21-12 to claim the 1962 national title. Thank you all for watching another edition of the Historic College Football Playoff. Once again, if you liked the video, please leave a like on it, and subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell if you have not already. And once again, if you have a season in which you'd like to see a college football playoff, just leave it into the comments, and I will get to it as soon as possible. And once again, thank you for watching. Bye.